Welcome back to mckilliplife. My name is Amber and today I'm in the kitchen. Today is cold. It is 4:50 in the afternoon and it's 16 degrees outside. And we're predicted to get below zero. So this morning the family went off and tried some chili at a chili cook-off, and that sounded like a good idea for dinner. So tonight I'm making a white chili, which is made with chicken and not beef. And it's basically mostly seasoned with green chilies. So I'll be running some laundry at the same time, so we'll be doing a voiceover today. And this recipe actually has no notes on it as to where it came from, so it might have actually been my mom's or mine. I'm not sure, but we'll give it a go. It's been a long time since I've made it, so I wanted to see if I still like it. To begin, we'll be adding oil to the bottom of a warm pan. And then our onions, which is 2 medium onions chopped. And let these saute. I will type up the recipe and put it into the description. As I said, I don't know where this recipe came from. The recipe calls for 4 chopped cooked chicken breasts. This night I only had raw, and I only did 3 chicken breasts because mine are so large. So I'm just going to add it in to the sauteed onions. Next we'll be adding minced garlic. It calls for 4 garlic cloves. I'm just using up the rest of this jar. I figure a teaspoon of chopped garlic from a jar will equal 1 clove. Once the chicken is basically cooked, we'll be adding in 2 cans of green chilies. And these are 4 ounces each. These happen to be fire roasted. Next are the spices, which is going to be 2 teaspoons ground cumin, a half a teaspoon basil, a half a teaspoon oregano, 1/8 teaspoon cayenne, and stir that in. Then we have 2 cans Great Northern white beans, and it specifies undrained. Stir it in. And then it calls for 6 cups chicken broth. I did not need that much. I was trying to figure out with my measuring cup there how much I actually was adding in. Ultimately, I added in 4 cups chicken broth, and even then I think it's pretty soupy. So probably could have gotten away with 3 cups. Since this recipe has no origin and I'm pretty sure we made it up, I'm going to just modify the recipe in the description to match what I did this night. At that point, we're just covering the pot and letting the chili simmer. I think this night I left it for about 20 minutes. To finish the soup is pretty simple. We're just stirring in 3 cups grated cheese. The recipe asks for Monterey Jack. I just had some Fiesta blend. I'm sure using the Monterey Jack would have added another level of spice. I was amazed at how the cheese dissolved into the chili, but after having this and having the cheese stick to our spoons, I think we'd prefer to add cheese to our own bowls at the table. And it's a good time to test the flavor. It does say to season with salt and pepper as you would like. If I were to add pepper, I'd probably use white pepper, but at tasting here, I didn't think it needed anything added to it. The chili is done, and honestly it looks more like a green chili soup. And I didn't add all the broth it called for, and I was very amazed at how the cheese just disappeared into it. So I'm gonna have a taste test.
chili tastes good, doesn't it? The chilies.
It's just the green chili. It's not like I'm used to chili powder and tomatoes and everything, but it's very good.
Very good.
It's good for the day we're having. So we hope that you're staying warm, and we thank you for joining us in the kitchen. We are a new channel, so please consider liking and subscribing. Good night. So our chili is done, and honestly, it looks more like a green chili soup. But